Swolenormous going back east. He's still monitoring 115? Copy that. 115 is still on him. He's gaining size going northbound towards Marina 115. I see his arms. This guy's jacked. How many occupants in the vehicle? It's just one, but it looks like three. His suspension is looking shaky. Calling all units. The Swolenormous is at it again. Driving while gaining.
Welcome to the most hypocritical driving while gaining in history. Getting proper sleep. Get your sleep. If you follow any of my material, you know I do not sleep well or properly. But I still function at a high level relative to what I do. And a lot of that stems from me just kind of having got into a bad habit with all this video editing and staying up late doing that, and then of course it feels normal staying up late, and then it's been snowballing hardcore. So staying up till 3 or 4 in the morning has become normal, which is absolutely not good. In reality, you should be sleeping when the sun goes down. You should be waking up when the sun comes up, and that's bottom line. I just passed someone who was texting on a motorcycle on the back of it. That's terrible because they're not leaning properly and they're likely going to die. Luckily, they're wearing gear. That being said, sleep increases testosterone production and growth hormone. Growth hormone levels are at the highest while you're sleeping. That's when you're recovering and repairing. What most people don't understand about results is that you make your results, you make your gains while you are resting, while you are sleeping. You don't make your gains in the gym. You don't see results in the gym. They cause your body breakdown, wear and tear, and damage. When you're resting is when you're recovering, repairing, making it all better, making those boo-boos go away. So you need to get into bed, lads. You gotta get into bed. You got to get into bed with me. Call me. But you should sleep more. Sleep is when you're repairing. Repairing is when you're growing. Super important, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, but I'm just encouraging you to not do what I do. You have to find your sleeping pattern. Now, that being said, not everyone is the same. Some people can function great and they really only require, no matter what time they go to sleep, they wake up after 5 hours. Some people are like that. Some people just cannot stay asleep. And how can you say that's not correct? Because their body just wakes up after 5 hours. Maybe that's all it needs. But if you're waking up after 5 hours because of an alarm, because you're setting up to go to work, because you're drinking too much alcohol and you can't sleep well, or you're having like insomnia and restlessness, if you're not repairing, it's bad. But some people naturally, no matter what they do, ever since they were little, they just never really slept a lot. So keep that in mind and make sure you give yourself ample time to get to sleep and, unwind. Get off the computer. And this is, just my suggestion for someone who's not doing what I'm doing. Unwind, get away from the blue light, start unwinding for bed, read a book, listen to some nice calming music, dim the lights, give yourself a chance to unwind, give yourself a chance to come back to neutral, come back to a nice resting, non-stimulated position. This is a reason why I prefer not to have a TV in the bedroom, not to have any kind of stimulation, any kind of blue light where I sleep. I might be up late, but then I can leave the work, leave that stressful area and go into the bedroom. So if you have, for example, an office or an at-home office, try to keep it out of your bedroom. Try to keep the computer out of your bedroom, because it's not really good to have that kind of stressful environment and that energy of when you put down all this stuff. Maybe you're stressed out at work. Work. I don't know why you're a fucking retarded werewolf, but if you were a retarded werewolf and that's what you did for a job, and you're like, and then you left and you went to bed, you're like, and you look over in the corner and just like that, the essence, you're in the same spot. If you're creating stress at work, or your work is stressful and you're at home and you're having a tough day, that surroundings, not that you have energy particles of stress floating around, but the walls, the room, all the signs of where you have your stressful experiences are in the same room where you're trying to get your relaxation, your sleep. So it's nice to separate that and keep that separated. Bottom line, get your sleep, get into bed, make sure it's consistent. That's also important. Make sure you get to sleep at a regular time and you wake up at a regular time. Can you go to sleep when the sun goes down? Maybe, probably not. But if you can, try it, and you eventually won't need an alarm. Your body will be so regulated. But a lot of times we have to wake up before the sun comes up, and we have things to do, and we got lives to lead, and it's just the way things are. So you do your best, but make sure you put that on your priority list, as will I.